This is accent polishing revision, and we are starting with inflection. Now, what is inflection? Inflection means changing your voice when you read or speak. It helps to show feelings or meaning in a sentence. That's the essence of inflection, and that's what it means. When you use inflection, your voice will change when you are reading or speaking. When you want to use your inflection, the first thing you do is look at the punctuation, all right, to know how to change your voice. Each punctuation has a different way the voice changes. For instance, when you see period, it means you should end the sentence with a calm voice. When you see a question mark, it means raise your voice at the end of the statement. And when you see exclamation mark, it means sound excited or surprised. All right, now let's look at why is inflection important. Inflection is important because it makes reading more fun and interesting, and also it helps people understand the story better. With inflection, the story will not sound boring. All right, it will be fun and interesting and also help people to understand the story you are telling better. Now, how to practice inflection? First thing you do is read like you are acting in a play. Match your voice to the feeling of the sentence. And then practice reading aloud with expression. Now let's go to reading with different punctuations. Pay good attention to the change of my voice as I read each of these sentences. The dog is barking. Is the dog barking? Oh no, the dog is barking. I see a rainbow. Do you see a rainbow? Look at the rainbow. He is my best friend. Is he your best friend? Hooray! He's my best friend. That's how you read. Taking note of the different punctuations. Now let's go on. Take note of how I express emotions in these sentences. I'm so scared. I can't wait to play. Why did this happen? Stop right now. Yay, I won the game. If you noticed, each reading showed an emotion. Now let's continue. For storytelling or character voices, let's take note of these. The witch cackled. I'll get you, my pretty. The brave knight said, I will save the day. The robot beeped. Beep boop, I am a robot. The princess whispered, shh, it's a secret. The giant roared, fee fo fo fum. I hope you observed the change of my voice to depict each character. All right, let's continue. Now we are looking at fun questions to practice rising inflection. Look at these, they all have question marks. Are we going to have pizza today? Can I stay up late tonight? Will we read another story? Do you think it's going to rain? Is this the best day ever? Now these are questions, exciting, fun questions, all right, with question marks. So your voice must sound excited and raise towards the end of each sentence. Try practicing this on your own. The next topic we'll be looking at now is steps to read a story with inflection. All right, the first thing you do in this case is, remember I taught you earlier to look at the punctuation. Punctuation marks tell you how to change your voice. Remember we said period. Read in a normal steady voice, all right? For example, the cat is sleeping. The voice should be calm and steady. When it's with a question mark, raise your voice at the end. For example, where is my book? To show you are curious or confused. Then with an exclamation mark, read with excitement and strong emotion. For instance, Wow, that's amazing. Your voice should sound lively. Now let's go to the next one. To read a story very well, you must understand the meaning of the story. Now, this is what you do. Before reading, think about what is happening, how do the characters feel, or how should my voice sound? For instance, there's a story called The Gruffalo. In The Gruffalo, the mouse is brave, but the other animals, they are scared. Now, when reading, the mouse's words sound confident. A mouse should sound this way. Everyone is afraid of me. Now, when reading the fox's words, sound nervous. Oh no, I must run away. Now, the next step is to change your voice for different characters. Give each character a different voice to make the story interesting. For example, when talking like a big, strong bear, use a deep voice. I am the king of the forest. If you are talking like a small, shy rabbit, use a soft voice. Please don't hurt me. And then, if you are talking like a scary villain, use a low, sneaky voice. I will get you. Now for the next thing, match your tone to the mood of the story. For exciting parts, read faster and louder. The dragon flew high into the sky. For a sad part, read slowly and softly. The little bird was all alone. And for a scary part, lower your voice and add suspense. Something moved behind the tree. When you are reading, you also use expression and emotion. Show feelings with your voice and face. For instance, when you are saying something happy, smile and use a cheerful voice. This is the best day ever. And if it's to show anger, if you are angry, if the character is angry, use a strong and firm voice. Give it back right now. And if it's for a surprise, make your voice go higher. What? You saw a unicorn? And finally, for this topic, take note that when you want to practice reading aloud, these are the things you do. Read in front of a mirror and watch your expression. Read to a friend or family member and ask for feedback. Record yourself reading and listening to how your voice sounds. Doing this all the time will make you and also help you to be an exciting and fun reader. In addition to all we've learned about inflection, don't forget to have fun. Enjoy the story and pretend you are part of it. Don't be shy. Use big expressions and big voices. Try reading different types of books, all right? Funny books, scary books, exciting books to practice so you can become an expert. The next lesson is thought groups. Let's look at introduction to thought groups. What is a thought group? A thought group is a small group of words that go together in speech according to thoughts. It is using words to describe your thoughts accordingly. You think a thought, you use words to describe that thought to your listener, all right? That's what thought groups are. Thought groups are a small group of words that go together to make a speech or to present your thoughts to your listener, okay? We pause slightly between thought groups to make speaking and listening easier. It is wrong for a person speaking to just keep talking endlessly in one breath. No. When speaking, we do not say everything in one breath. We take our time. We break each thought into certain group of words to make a listener understand what you're talking about. Now let's look at the example we have here. I have a dog. is a thought. His name is Max. You're still talking about the same dog, all right? But instead of saying, I have a dog, his name is Max, that's too far. So the right thing to do is break the thought into certain group of words to make your listener understand what you're saying. So the appropriate way to say this is, I have a dog. His name is Max. I paused to make the listener understand what I am trying to say. Now let's look at the next part, thought groups with pictures. Now thought groups help us understand what we say and hear. When we describe a picture, we speak in small parts, okay? Talking in small parts helps your listener to understand what you are saying, to be able to picture it in the mind, all right? Now, let's picture a boy running with a kite. And how do you say this to someone listening, or how do you think it in your mind? The boy is running with his kite. So this is an example. You picture in your mind the boy running, and what is he running with? He's running with his kite. So this is an example of how we break our thoughts into groups. Now let's look at listening for thought groups. When we listen to people talk, we can hear natural pauses. People pause already when they talk to make the listener to understand what he is saying. Thought groups, they make sentences sound smooth. For instance, after school, we play soccer. It's not right to say, after school we play soccer. But if you want a listener to understand what you're saying and you want to speak naturally, you say, after school we play soccer. Now let's look at the next part, reading aloud with thought groups. When we read aloud, we should pause at the right places. Pausing helps the listener to understand better. So when reading, pause at the right places to help your listener to understand what you are saying. Now listen to this example. Tomorrow we will go to my uncle's farm. The next one, writing thought groups. Sentences are made of small parts and we naturally pause between them. It's a normal thing to pause between sentences. Now, to improve fluency and make your speaking better, we divide long sentences into thought groups. Look at this example. After breakfast, we packed our bags and left for school. Now let's talk about thought groups in conversation. In conversations, we do not speak in one long breath. If you've noticed, we pause naturally to make speech clear. For instance, let's look at these examples. Where are you going? I am going to the store to buy some milk. That's the right way to say it. I am going to the store to buy some milk. It's wrong for you to say, I'm going to the store to buy some milk. Let's practice reading these sentences. If you study hard, you will pass the exam with good grades. While we were walking home, it suddenly started to rain, so we ran for cover. The scientists explained how the planets moved around the sun in a simple way. When I grow up, I want to be a doctor and help sick people. Even though it was late, I continued to read my book because it was interesting. The next topic is identifying correct pronunciations. We'll start with English male names. John, Michael, David, James, Robert, William, Thomas, Daniel, Christopher, Matthew. William, Thomas, Daniel, Christopher, Matthew. Andrew, Joseph, Richard, Samuel, Benjamin. Andrew, Joseph, Richard, Samuel, Benjamin. Mary, Elizabeth, Sarah, Jessica, Emily. Mary, Elizabeth, Sarah, Jessica, Emily. Jennifer, Ashley, Lauren, Olivia, Anna. Jennifer, Ashley, Lauren, Olivia, Anna. Let's continue with the female names. Sophia, Charlotte, Grace, Taylor, Jordan. Sophia, Charlotte, Grace, Taylor, Jordan. Now let's look at fruits. Apple, banana, orange, grape, mango. Apple, banana, orange, grape, mango. Take note of these pronunciations. All right, let's continue. Pineapple, strawberry, watermelon, blueberry, pear. Pineapple, strawberry, watermelon, blueberry, pear. Let's continue. Carrot, tomato, potato, onion, lettuce. Carrot, tomato, potato, onion, lettuce. We don't say onion or onions, it's onion. Broccoli, spinach, cucumber, bell pepper, cabbage. Broccoli, spinach, cucumber, bell pepper, cabbage, not cucumber. Take note. Now let's look at the days of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Take note of the correct pronunciation of the days of the week. Let's continue with the months of the year. Listen to me as I say each one. January, February, March, April, May, June. January, February, March, April, May, June. July, August, September, October, November, December. July, August, September, October, November, December. Let's look at commonly misused English phrases in Nigerian schools. Okay, this is where we're going to learn some phrases that are used wrongly. In this lesson, we'll look at those common ones and learn to use them the right way. Enjoy this lesson, is very important. It is wrong to say off the fan. The correct one is turn off the fan. It is wrong to say open the tap. The correct one is turn on the tap. So remember, don't say off the fan and don't say open the tap. It is turn off the fan, turn on the tap. It is wrong to say on the light. You should say turn on the light. It is wrong to say you are doing me strong thing. You should say you are being unfair to me. So take notes. The correct phrase is turn on the light and you are being unfair to me, not you are doing me a bad thing like some people say. Let's take note of that. It is wrong to say I want to ease myself. No, the correct thing to say, the correct phrase to say is I want to use the restroom. So take notes. Don't tell your teacher, I want to ease myself. You should tell her, may I use the restroom, or I want to use the restroom. The next one is, it is wrong to say, go and wear your shoe. You should say, go and put on your shoes. Take note. It is wrong to say, go and wear your shoe, let's go out. Instead, say, go and put on your shoes, let's go out. It is wrong to say, she is my junior sister, or he is my junior brother. What you should say is he is my younger brother or she is my younger sister. So let's take note. Not junior brother, not junior sister. Now let's look at the next one. It is wrong to say, borrow me your pen. I want to write. You should say, lend me your pen for a little while. So let's take note. Not borrow me your pen, but lend me your pen. That sounds nice because the pen doesn't belong to you. It belongs to someone else. So you say, lend me your pen, not borrow me your pen. Let's look at the next example. It is wrong for a woman or anybody to say, she is my co-wife. The right thing to say is, she is my husband's other wife or she is my fellow wife. So if you hear anyone saying this, do take time to just chip in the right phrase. The person should be corrected that it is not she is my co-wife, but she is my husband's other wife or she is my fellow wife. All right, the next one is, it is wrong to say, I'm coming, when actually you are leaving to return later. Instead of saying, I'm coming, simply say, I'll be right back. Take note of this. Don't say, I'm coming when you are leaving, even though you have the intention of returning later. The right phrase is, I'll be right back. Let's take note of this. It is wrong to say off your shoes. A lot of people say off your shoes. No, the right phrase is take off your shoes. When a visitor comes to your house, the best thing to say is, please take off your shoes outside. Don't say, please off your shoes outside. That's wrong. It should be take off your shoes. The next one is, on your clothes should be put on your clothes and not on your clothes. The next one is, you want your dad to carry you. Don't say, come and carry me. Simply say, pick me up, Dad. Now, it is wrong to say, go and collect your book from him. Because the book belongs to you, you simply say, or it belongs to the next person, simply tell him, go and take your book from him. Go and take back your book from him, right? Because the book already belongs to the person you are talking to. So it is wrong to say, go and collect your book from him. No, simply say, go and take your book from him. It is wrong to say, she is crying for pencil. When a person asks you, simply say, she is crying because of a pencil. It is also wrong to say, she is crying because of book, or she is crying for book. Simply say, she is crying because of her book. That's the right way to say it. Not she is crying for pencil or she is crying for book. The next one, we are fond of saying, shift for me. Let me sit down beside you. No, simply say, move over for me so I can sit down beside you. Now take note, shift for me is wrong. The next one is, when you hear someone tell you, pack the toys inside, that's wrong. It should be, put the toys away. If you want a sibling to put the toys away after playing with them, simply say, put the toys away. Don't say, pack the toys inside, all right? That's wrong. The next one is, stop doing me like this. That's a wrong phrase. You simply should say, stop treating me this way. I'm your best friend. And not, stop doing me like this. After all, I'm your best friend. Let's take note. Stop treating me this way is the appropriate way. I want to bath. How many of us say that? I want to bath. It's not I want to bath. It should be I want to bathe. All right, let's continue. It's wrong to say close your teeth when a person's mouth is open. Instead, say close your mouth or a fly might get in. Okay, now let's look at the next one. It is wrong to say off your uniform. You should say take off your uniform. Take note of this. It is not off your uniform, but take off your uniform. Now, take note of this as well. It is wrong to say, can you borrow me your pencil? No, simply say, can you lend me your pencil? Because the pencil belongs to the next person. So it is also wrong to say, she is my senior sister. Or he is my senior brother. No, you should say, she is my elder sister. Or he is my elder brother. Take note of that. It is wrong to say, go and kneel down. No, simply say, kneel down. It is wrong to say, you did not do your assignment. A lot of us are used to saying that. The correct way to say that sentence or to ask that question is, did you not do your assignment? It is wrong to say, my head is paining me. No, you should simply say, I have a headache. Not my head is paining me, but I have a headache. All right? He has a headache. She has a headache. Now, it is also wrong to say, close the tap. The water is wasting. Close the tap. No, you should say, turn off the tap. The water is wasting. The next one is, stop shouting on me. No, you don't say stop shouting on me. The right way to say this is stop shouting at me. All right, I have heard you, so please stop shouting at me and not stop shouting on me. And then finally, it is wrong to say, I want to snap a picture. So don't tell mom, please, may I have your phone? I want to snap a picture. Simply say, Mom, may I have your phone? I want to take a picture. That's the appropriate way. So good luck and have fun.